up, everybody? Jimmy here with another tip of the week, and today is all about Moxi Rise, specifically how to create a custom email to be able to send out to your entire database. It's really easy to do. What we're going to do is first, you're going to get on your computer. Second, we should probably go to MoxiWorks, and let's go ahead and click on Rise. Now, when you pull this up, you're going to be in your campaign page here. And once we are on this section, what we want to do is first come up here on the top left and click emails. From the email section, let's go up to the top right and click create email. This is going to be great if you want to send out custom e-blasts each month, maybe a monthly newsletter, maybe there's some community events that you have going on. So after we click create email, we're going to go down and we're going to use one of the templates that are available and hit next. Let's go ahead and name this so we can access it when we're ready to send it out. And then you're going to have your blank template here. You will be able to come down and you will see all of your signature lines, your picture, all that good stuff is available. Now, depending on what you're trying to do, you can go through and you can add different headings. You can add multiple pictures. You can even add featured properties in here and charts of what's going on actually in the community and in the market, which is really, really cool. Today, I want to just do a basic custom newsletter that's going to go out for, let's say, a community event that we're having. So we can start off by adding a heading if we would like to. And as you can see, when you drag and drop from the left over to the right, you can see exactly where you can actually drop this in. And then from there, what we're going to do is we want to go ahead and put our heading in of what we want this to be. In this case, this is going to be for a Toys for Tots event. We'll just start with this. So we're going to go ahead and put our event in, and you can go ahead and you can actually adjust some things. You can smart copy. You can even use AI to kind of tweak what this is going to look for. I'm going to go ahead and delete this next section that we have up here just so it's out of the way. So I want my title screen here. And then what I'd like to do is maybe drop in an image. As you can see, it works very quickly. All I have to do is drop it in, hit the little camera option here, and I can upload an image from my computer so I can get the graphic that I want to put into this email. Once this loads in, we're going to select it and boom. Now you can see that it's part of the email that we have. Now, let's say you do want to add some text in here, maybe a couple different columns and things like that. You are able to go ahead and drop in a column here. And if you wanted to go ahead and add different text, you can definitely do something like that. So let me go ahead and grab a quick email to throw in here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and slide here, copy and paste, or go ahead and type out whatever you would like. Now, when you're creating one of these, if you are going to be adding text and you want to call out your contacts' names, you do have this little placeholder section here on the top right that if you click this, I can put the contact's email. I want their first name here. So what's going to happen is when this gets blasted out to everyone, it will actually replace where it says first name with the name of that client that you have in the system. So pay attention to that. Pay attention for first name and last name. There's a lot of times that I'll see first name will be Jimmy and the last name will be new hot lead. So please just pay attention to what you're actually putting in there. Let me go ahead and add a date into this for now, just so I can go ahead and get this set up. Okay, so we will be good to go. And just validate that your information in here is good. I have a graphic, I have my text. Again, I can add featured properties in here, charts, and even put some logos and social media accounts in here. The last thing I recommend to do is make sure you go down here to the very bottom where you have all of your social media logos. Make sure you click edit and take a look to see what those links are. If you have not set this up in Dash, you're going to have things for specifically Century 21 and your brokerage, okay? So my recommendation, if you do not have it set up in Dash, and it's going to be pulling these, or you don't have some of these accounts, let's go ahead and remove or turn off using the account settings. And then I'm just going to uncheck the ones that I do not use so I can have the correct links for my social media accounts here. And as you can see, once I hit continue, it dropped down to just Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Once you're happy with how this email looks, let's go ahead and click preview. And I recommend to go ahead and send it just so you can see what it's going to look like on the consumer standpoint. And once this is done, go into your email, take a look, and make sure that it is correct and you're not sending out something that you spelled incorrectly. That never happens to me, ever. All right, once you're okay with how it actually looks and you've received it, then the next step is to go ahead and click, well, we need to first, add our subject line. So Toys for Tots. You can put monthly newsletter, whatever you want. 25. And then we're going to go ahead and select the category where we want this to save. Is it listing announcements, market insights, or marketing? In this case, I'm going to leave it on the marketing. And then I'm going to click save on that standpoint. Once that is done, again, you can always preview this at any time. You can view the preview if you just want to see what it looks like. You can go down and say, cool, this looks fantastic. It's ready to go. And hit done, save. And once it's saved, we can go ahead and go back to our dashboard where we have our emails. Now, the next step of this when sending out a custom, since our email is done, you can see it right here that it's been completed. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to where it says campaigns. I'm going to go ahead and click that. And I want to now go up to and hit the green button on the top right that says create campaign. And what you're going to do is choose from the available campaigns. In this case, it's the custom campaign, and hit next. When you come to this page, and honestly, when you're sending out an e-blast, it's really just going to be a couple quick things we're going to add here. One, we need to add our start date. When do we want to send this out? So you can do it like right now on start. You can actually pick a date. So let's say I want this to go out on Friday, the 28th, and I want it to start sending them at 11 a.m. Okay, so you can pick you can choose the time that it goes out and the date. And then the next section says add a module. And if you come over here to the right, it's all broken down here from different actions you can do, different trigger points, listing trigger points, and things like that. In this case, I want to send an email. So at this time on Friday, November 28th at 11 a.m., I want to send an email. So I'm going to drag that in and drop it. And now you just choose the email. And in this case, it's the Toys for Tots one that I just created. Feel free to click the preview button so you can ensure it is the right email that you're going to be sending out. From here, once you have created this and it's ready to go, you can do a couple different things. If it's something you're sending out to everyone, go ahead and click the button on the top here that says all contacts. If you want to browse through your different groups or tags and just choose a specific group that you want to pinpoint and mark it to, you can click browse. And then you're going to see all the different tags. This all came in from Moxi Engage, so you can see all the different groups that I have here. If you have created any smart groups, these will be located also in this section, or I can even choose contacts and individually choose the contacts that I want to be able to get this specific message. In this case, I want this to go to my entire database. So I'm going to click all contacts. And then all you have to do is click, well, save it first, please. Feel free to name it too on the campaign side. So we want to make sure we know what we're looking at when we go back into our campaigns. Because remember, there's a really great report and functionality in here that we can walk through later. And at that case, once we save it, go ahead and click start. And then you're going to see this little button up here in the top right that says pause, and it's going in a circle. That means it's running. And you can also see down here at the bottom, the purple says pause this running campaign to make any changes. So at this point, my campaign is ready, and this email is ready to go out on Friday at 11 a.m. to my entire database. And that's how you can make a custom e-blast in Moxi Rise, which is some graphics and email content, and be able to send it out very quickly.